why your company decided to hire Network Sunday to produce content instead of choosing another marketing service provider?
When I took over from my predecessor, he was already using Network Sunday and then handed over the batons to me to either resume these relationships or look at other providers in all different areas. And in some of the areas, I did actually change providers, but in this one area, I thought that Network Sunday provided very good sort of output with very slick professional publications, which we have used to market our software. I've been using Network Sunday now personally 18 months, but Amphora, my company, has been using Network Sunday for probably at least probably about 4 years now.
What content asset was produced and what was its purpose?
So yeah, I mean, prior to me, we did a really in-depth thought leadership campaign where we interviewed different people, experts around the industry, gathered all that, got a great publication to increase our brand awareness effectively for that. Now, since in the last 18 months, since I've been head of the marketing team, I've been involved in projects in Network Sunday, which we do ad hoc newsletters. I think we try and get about 8 of them out a year. And they have gone down extremely well, especially helping me in the sales team. So when I'm doing a demo or, I'm with the client, potential new clients, and they ask a certain question, I think it's very powerful to not only just discuss the answer with them, but to point them to one of our latest news articles that covers that exact point. So now we've got about 5 or 6 really decent news articles that are on our website, which have gone out to our mailing list, but it's very handy to have them to hand. And also it's a good reason to re-engage back with a client 2 days later and say, in the demo, the concept of training come up, and here's the article that focuses exactly on that with some nice screenshots. The other thing we did with Network Sunday, which went live a few weeks ago, was we've got at Amphora, we've had a product launch this year, a product called Alchemy. And Network Sunday produced the in-depth e-magazine for us. It's about 7 or 8 pages long, involving one of our clients being interviewed and myself being interviewed. And it flows very well. And that's gone down extremely well with everyone that's seen it, saying how slick it is and professional. So that's been now used really to launch the product. I've done my own press release on the back of that as well. I think it has already increased our brand awareness.
Compared to other content producers that you may have worked in the past, even with another company, how does Network Sunday compare in your opinion?
I think the good things about Network Sunday are how approachable they are, if that's the right word. So it's very easy to get hold of people, and that's important. So you limit the potential of delays in a project. Quite often I would reach out and say, "Oh, can we jump on a call?" And it's literally that day, if not the following day. So I think that's the most important thing, that the timelines don't slip, certainly from Network Sunday's end. Now, the timelines can slip because of my clients being delayed in the interviews, or something may happen at Amphora where, in my experience, the delays have never occurred due to Network Sunday having some issues. And I also think that they're also quite flexible, or totally flexible, on the content as well during the actual project. And that was one of the reasons why I kicked on, and now it's just started last Friday, actually, next bigger project with them. They did a really good article on LinkedIn, which I thought was very engaging. The words used were very sort of it drew you in, and that was then launched onto LinkedIn. I know lots of people then in our industry then sort of looked at that, liked it, some reposted it. And I think it's quite nice to have a different publication of your own kind of information. It's certainly nice to have that being released on LinkedIn in such a professional manner.
So besides the content, what other benefits did you get from the service?
The project management, I think, is second to none. Quite often in marketing, your timelines can be quite fluid when you complete a project, because you've got no hard stops on it. And with anything where you haven't got any hard stops, it's easy for the project just to slip and slip and slip, because other things can come in and take priority, and you push it. So it's nice having that project management as part of it, where they keep you, emails, phone calls saying, we need this, make sure by Friday we have this, boom, boom. And the roadmap is very easy to follow as well. You can see exactly what part you need to do and what parts other people are doing. And on the roadmap, you can see exactly who's needed and when. So client A we're going to be talking to this week. we're going to speak to you, David, this week. You need to sort out this by, the questions we're going to ask him by this week. This is when we're going to be editing it. This, so it all flows quite well, and you can see exactly the path. And that project management is you've got to be reasonable as well from the offset. If you're involving other people, other clients and stuff, you've got to work to their timetables as well. So it kind of amazed me when I first went into it. It was like 3 months to produce it, but now I'm out at the other end of it and looking back, I can see exactly why.
How do you plan to market the content asset?
I paid for press release that went out last week. We've also put it on LinkedIn. Obviously, it's over on our website as well. The e-magazine is almost like a demo in itself. It's like a pre-demo kind of thing where it's not just a business card. It's flick through this e-magazine. It will take you 10 to 15 minutes probably. And then you'll be able to get exactly whether it's something that your organisation could benefit from or not. I think it gets our brand out there as well, because it looks very, as I said at the start, it's very professional, slick kind of publication when they go through, and it kind of thinks, okay, these guys are serious about what they do. But I think it's the return on investment from my side is in the first year of the product launch. It's more about getting the brand out there, people are aware of it's out there. So in our sector, time to sort of think about purchasing a software to actually getting it delivered, it can be a couple of years. Sometimes it's 3-4 months, but I reckon on average, I've been talking to some clients last year in Symphony who went live with us last year, who were talking to for probably about 2 years, I guess, before they actually went live. Now their implementation only took 3 months, but it's all a bit prior to that where they have to get all everything aligned their end, so like their team together. It can be quite a big push from the client side. The ROI on the first e-magazine we did on the product launch, I don't think we can measure in direct leads and direct sales. I think it's more the measure of it is how it's gone down to the comments when we're getting made, the fact that the industry is now all talking about us. They're very aware that Amphora are in the concentrates trading space and are here to stay with a very easy to follow, publication on this e-magazine.
What advice would you give a network Sunday content customer purchasing a similar asset?
The more time you can invest in a project, the better the output's going to be. So to think about what questions we're asking and why we're asking them, what we're hoping that the client says about it, that we can then bring in a little clip from on the video to show that. Be realistic with the timelines from the beginning, and if you are, then I think Network Sunday will deliver the project on time and to budget.